Good evening. I have been saying for some years, not many have listened obviously, that our rapidly exploding population is the biggest single political and social issue this country faces. It's pretty obvious, isn't it? When more people come into the country every year than we even build houses, there's going to be a problem. When we don't build more roads, but the population rises, we're going to have a problem. When there are nearly 8 million people waiting for appointments with the National Health Service to have procedures. Again, an exploding population. We haven't got the GPs and the hospitals to catch up. And when Tony Blair came to power, the British population was 58 million people. It is now 68 million people, and 85% of that rise is directly down to immigration. So I've been banging this drum for years and years. But today, the Office of National Statistics have put out some predictions, some numbers, that I think might just wake everybody up. They tell us that the population will hit 70 million in the middle of 2026. That's against a previous estimate, just a few years ago, that we wouldn't reach that number until 2035. They also say that between now and 2036, the British population will increase by another 6.6 million people, and that 6.1 million of that is directly down to immigration. Now, laughably, the Home Office this afternoon have put out a statement saying we're about to see a dramatic and drastic cut in net migration into Britain. But hey, these are the people that have overseen this just totally extraordinary growth. But there's another figure in these statistics that really jumps out at me, and I bet no other news channel even talks about it. It's this. And I accept that it's a prediction, but remember, all of the previous predictions by the Office of National Statistics have proved to be underestimates. They say that between 2021 and 2036, they estimate 13.7 million people will move to the UK long term. And many of those that leave are people from established British families who've been here for generations, perhaps in some cases centuries, that are going off to retire or work or live in other parts of the world. It's the issue that no one wants to talk about, but it means an absolutely astounding cultural change in our country. Many millions of people who've already come, and millions more that will come, with whom we have, historically and culturally, literally nothing in common. And I believe the implications of that for our society are very, very serious. I think many in Parliament and in government and in mainstream media know it, and yet nobody actually dares to admit it. So let me ask you, do you agree? Is this the biggest issue that we face?